So how does a blend of Sherlock Holmes and supernatural teen mystery sound? Pretty cool, right? Well, that's what made me want to watch the Netflix series The Irregulars. The series follows a group of misfit teenagers who solve supernatural crimes for Dr. Watson and his mysterious partner, get this, Sherlock Holmes. All right, guys, so before we dive into the review, hook your boy up with that HBO special. Y'all know what that is? That's the Help a Brother Out special. Hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, and hit like on this video for videos on the latest in movies, TV shows, with a sprinkle of anime and gaming. My name's Leo Rydell. This is Geekly Goods, and we're here today to review The Irregulars. Now, let's start out with what works. Now, what I think works about this series is the Irregulars themselves. I really like the characters. I love the ragtag misfit group. You've got Bee, who's the leader. She's charismatic, but a little bit overcaring, a little too cautious, and very passionate. You've also got Billy, who's kind of the grunt character of the group, but at the same time, he's got a caring heart and carries the group on his back. You've got Spike, who is a really good talker and really good at negotiating. You've got Jesse, who has abilities and actually has some powers in the show, and that's what makes it a little bit more supernatural, y'all. A couple of people have abilities, and she's one of them. And also, you've got Leo, who is a prince of England, but he wants to roam around with this poor group of misfits and ends up fitting in even more than he does in the royal palace. So I love that. Very cool little group. I also like the set design and the outfits. I really like the hair and makeup. Like, look, I like that it really gets us feeling like we are in Victorian London. I definitely enjoy those aspects of it, and I do like the supernatural pieces of it. I like some of the horror pieces and some of the CG and how it looks. I think it does have the whole look down, but let me get into what doesn't work, guys. So unfortunately, what doesn't work is I was really feeling the show probably the first 3 episodes, but after that, it got a little tiring. I think the 1-hour formula didn't work as well for the show because the mysteries just seemed to be a little bit too dragged out, in my opinion. The pacing just wasn't that great. I did like the relationships between the characters, including the romantic ones, but man, I really thought that it was... Man, them mysteries were dragged out, y'all. Let me tell you, like, they just spent a little too much time on them, and things were very confusing. So that leads me to my next point with the writing. The writing was incredibly confusing. I really didn't understand Jessie's powers that much. She could, like, actually see people's memories, and that was cool. But it seemed to be that there were, like, more threads to that, and there were different things that she could do and different places she could go with that person. It just kind of got to be a little bit all over the place. And then the lore of the series didn't really kick in until a little bit later on in the show, and I wished it would have really got us hooked into it in the beginning. And I think there were like little hints and pieces there, but I would have liked a little bit more expansion on the lore. Also, not a big fan of this Sherlock Holmes, but I'm keeping this review a little bit brief because I cannot spoil. I've got a whole list of things that unfortunately I cannot say, but like I was saying, that Sherlock Holmes, I'm really, y'all, I was not feeling him. If I'm being honest, I was not feeling that Sherlock Holmes. I thought, look, I understand they're trying to go for a different vibe, a little bit more serious, but I wasn't feeling it, y'all. I really wasn't feeling Watson either, but I did like The Irregulars, and I really wish that the series strength in the first couple of episodes really helped it out through the entire series. I really like those first 2. Then the second, or 3 and 4 are pretty good, and then you get into the rest of the series, and it kind of just drags on for me. So unfortunately, it's a little poorly paced, and some of the other characters besides the Irregulars, I'm not a big fan of, and it just doesn't have the tight, good writing to keep it held up every single week. I really like that they have this week-to-week formula where it's like a villain of the week, and they develop the characters at the same time, but it kind of topples over in the later half of the series, in my opinion. Guys, I am going to give the Irregulars a 6 out of 10. I don't know if I'd recommend this, you all, because like I said, it started out strong. I enjoyed it in the beginning, but after that, wasn't too big of a fan. But you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Maybe you will like The Irregulars. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you're gonna check it out on Netflix. It comes out today. Yes, today on Netflix. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're gonna check it out, and we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.